In this video, I'm giving you 20 of the best copywriting tips that I have learned in just 6 minutes. The first tip is to keep your content skimmable. People skim online, so we want to make sure that our content is really easy to read and navigate through. A great way to do this is by using slightly bigger fonts, about 18 to 21 pixels, and to separate your paragraphs between 1 to 3 sentences long. Doing this will break up long blocks of text and make it a lot more easy to digest for your reader. Next, keep your writing simple. Write as if you are explaining these ideas to a third grader. Big words don't make you sound smarter, they just confuse your reader, which is not what we're going for. Next, make every word count. When we're writing copy, we want to make sure that every word and sentence connects to the next one seamlessly so that people want to just keep reading. So when you're reading your copy, you want to make sure that every word earns its way onto the page, and if it's not necessary, get rid of it. Next, be as concise and specific as possible in every piece of your copy. So when you're writing, cut out as many words in your paragraphs as possible. This allows the reader to understand the point you're making. When you're writing copy, it's incredibly important to always review and edit your work. Think, how can I convey this message better? What words can I eliminate to make it more concise? And of course, checking for grammar and spelling errors to maintain our professionalism. Tip number 6 is to write like you speak. I remember when I first started doing this, I was writing out my copy. I thought it sounded so good, so professional, and then I read it out loud and I sounded like a robot. It didn't sound like me. So as part of your editing, read your copy out loud and make sure that it does sound like you, because nobody has your personality. So you want to make sure that shines in your writing. Next, use metaphors, examples, and stories in your copy. Storytelling is one of the oldest art forms in the world, and it's still today the most powerful way to convey a message. So telling your stories or client stories of how your product or service has really transformed their life is a game changer. There's a saying that goes, a fact will always tell and a story will always sell. Next, focus on emotion in your copy. So as you're rereading your copy, pause and ask yourself, how does this make me feel? Our goal is to connect with our readers on an emotional level to ultimately drive an action. If you can read your copy and you can feel that emotion yourself, chances are your reader's gonna feel it as well. Next, always add value. No matter what, you want your readers to walk away feeling like they learned or gained something from your content, even if it is on a sales page. The next tip is to know your audience. When you put in the time to understand your target audience's needs and desires and frustrations, you can keep a huge list of those needs, frustrations, pains, and objections that they have in a simple Google document. So anytime you're writing copy, you can open up that document and be able to inject the actual words into your copy. This is what causes your audience to feel like you're reading their mind when they are reading your copy. Next, we want to grab attention as soon as possible. When you read your headline, does it cause curiosity and intrigue in you? And you can test this with other people too to see if they would want to keep reading your copy. Next, use power words in your copy. Using words like amazing, unforgettable, and mind-blowing are words that pack more of a punch than just saying, it was cool. Use them in different points where it is going to emphasize your message. Next, use bullet points in your copy. Bullets are great for breaking down complex information and making key points stand out in your copy. Next is to add subheadings. Use descriptive subheadings to guide readers through your copy. Subheadings are also great for breaking up long blocks of text to make your message more readable. Next is to address objections early on in your copy. So when you're reading through your copy, you want to put on the persona of the biggest skeptic in the world. If you feel that a phrase you said is going to cause an objection, you can either change the phrase or right after that phrase, bust that objection right then and there. For example, you could say, now you might be thinking blank, and then you can bust the objection from there. Next, use a copywriting formula. IDA, which stands for attention, interest, desire, and action, is a really popular formula to drive conversions. But there's a ton of other formulas out there like PAS, which is problem, agitate, solution, and these can be equally as effective. And if you want to check out my 5-step sales copy formula to effortlessly sell your digital products online, I'll put a link down in the description for you to download that guide. Not only is it a great sales copy formula, it's filled with examples so that you can easily plug your message into the formula. Next, include testimonials strategically. Right after you announce the price of your course or program, you can have a killer testimonial, and then after that, 30-day or 60-day money-back guarantee. That little sequence will help you pack a real punch of trust and credibility in what you're offering. Next, use a call to action or CTA in your copy. Clearly instruct your readers on what action to take next, and for each page, have have one call to action. Your CTA should always be clear, specific, and compelling. And if you aren't selling something, you can always use a CTE, which is a call to engagement. This could be as simple as reply back to this email and let me know your thoughts. Next, focus on benefits over features. Features are the technical deliverables of your product, which are important, but the benefits are why those features matter. For example, you could say, this online course has done for you action steps. That's the feature. So you know exactly what to do first, second, and third. I've done the thinking for you so you can relax and shortcut your success. That's the benefit. Spend more time in your copy explaining how what you're offering is going to solve their problems and improve their lives. And tip number 20 is to be authentic. True, honest copy will always stand out over the most perfect, immaculate copy with the perfect formula. Tell your stories, express your personality, and show up in your copy with a genuine intention to help someone else. When you do that, you're not gonna sound salesy or artificial or corporate. You're gonna sound like a real person trying to help another person. And when you can have fun doing this when you're writing your copy, it's gonna show in your copy. When you use these 20 copywriting tips, your writing is going to grow exponentially, and pretty soon you're gonna be able to write really killer copy that can make passive income sales for you. But before you start trying to make passive income, you really have to go into it with the right mindset, which is why you should check out this video. I hope this is helpful. If it was, give me a like and a subscribe, and let me know your thoughts or questions down in the comment below. Take what you learned here, get out there, make something happen, and I will see you in the next one.